Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today I'm going to show you how to brew a coffee or an espresso shot with the K-Latte. So this K-Latte, I've done a detailed review on it, and today I want to show you how to use this reusable K-cup. Now you can buy any coffee grounds you want and use inside this reusable K-cup. So this K-Latte is $90 from Walmart, and it does normal K-cups. Any Keurig K-cups that you can buy, it can do. But today I want to show you that if you've got coffee grounds at home and you want to use your own coffee grounds, maybe save a little money, maybe be more environmentally friendly, you can even use Folgers coffee grounds. And these reusable K-cups, they're made by Perfect Pod. This is Amazon's #2 best-selling reusable K-cup. And we're going to use a filter. And I'm going to show you how you can put it in here. You can use it to brew a coffee or even the latte shot when you froth some milk. What I'm going to be using is just standard Folgers ground coffee. The coffee has to be ground to about like a medium grind. So if you have your own grinder, do it on the medium setting and it works great for these reusable K-cups. So let's just talk about this reusable K-cup. So a normal Keurig machine pokes a hole in the top and it pokes a hole in the bottom. So this has got a little recessed area, so the needle's not going to poke a hole in the bottom, but it's going to sit right here so the coffee can come through. And then it's got this little opening here, and that's where the needle's going to go. Now most Keurig K-cups have filters in them, and they've got 2 tablespoons of coffee in them. That's why I like to use these single-serve paper filters with my K-cups. Otherwise, I've got another video where I explain to you that if you don't use a paper filter, you get sediment in your coffee. Now, I don't know whether sediment's good or bad, but I just wanted to show you that you do get sediment. This is like a mesh screen, and it keeps the coffee grounds out, but you get really, really fine sediment in your coffee. So you can buy this reusable K-cup by itself, but it does come with this handy scoop, which scoops 2 tablespoons up, and then you can dump it in there. So let's put the paper filter in. So I like to put the paper filter in, and you got to make sure you poke it all the way down, because you've got to make sure there's enough room for 2 tablespoons of coffee. And this filter kind of takes up some room. So just make sure it kind of hugs the walls. It's okay if the paper filter sticks above, because when we close that, it can sandwich the paper filter. But we don't want any coffee grounds in between here. Okay, so I've got my Folgers. Like I said, you can do this with any coffee you want. I fill it up to the 2 tablespoons. I go just a little bit short because I got that paper filter in there. So I've got my coffee grounds. I put the lid on. And now you're just going to kind of dump it and make sure the filter stays where it's supposed to. And then you're just going to kind of in one motion dump it. And then it's going to mound up a little bit on you as you pull it back. That's okay. And again, just make sure there's no coffee grounds on this lip, and then we're just going to kind of close the lid all in one motion and make sure it kind of seals. So you can see all the way around here, no coffee grounds, and it's nice and tight. There's our reusable K-cup filled with 2 tablespoons of coffee and a filter. So now we treat it just like a K-cup. We're going to come over here. We don't need to remove anything. You know, if I was going to put a normal K-cup in there, I would just put it in there like that. But like I said, there's the needle down there, and this one's got a little recessed area, so when you put it in, it's going to be flush. And then that top needle is going to go in that area right there. So then all we do is close this, don't force it. And now we can brew any one of these. We can brew a shot, which is just 2 ounces on this K-Latte, but that's when we want to do our latte drinks. I like to do my coffees on 8 ounces, but if you want it stronger, you could do 6 or 10. You can run whatever you want through that reusable K-cup. I'm going to do 8. Okay, so there's the water being shot through that reusable K-cup. It gets brewed at the same temperature, around 170. And there you go. In about a minute, you've got a coffee with a reusable K-cup, and it tastes really good. And you can save some money. You save about 25 cents when you use a reusable K-cup compared to, these are about 50 cents, and the reusable takes about 25 cents of coffee grounds. And so now here's cleanup. You're just going to lift the machine. You do get a little bit of water on top. That's pretty common with these reusable K-cups. Now be careful, it can be kind of hot. But there you go. So with these reusable K-cups, cleanup can be a lot simpler with that paper filter. But there's what it looks like on the inside. You do have to rinse this off, but normally you can get that paper filter to come out. Like if you grab it and it just kind of comes out. There's that paper filter. It really helps you. You don't have to rinse off as much, but you still have to rinse the top off. But using that paper filter prevents sediment. And so here's the coffee with that. So I'm having a hard time telling the difference between a K-cup, a reusable K-cup, and out of a coffee pot. These Keurig machines have come a long way, and this tastes like really good coffee. And your possibilities are endless. Because now, you know, whatever coffee you like, if it doesn't come in a K-cup, you can put it in a K-cup as long as it's ground to like a medium ground, and you can find it in a bag. Okay, so this K-Latte comes with a milk frother, and it's got this button called a shot. So we just brewed a coffee with the 6, 8, and 10 ounce. Let's do the shot now. So say we're going to froth some milk. We're going to make a latte. I want to use my coffee grounds to make my espresso shot. So I'm going to fill that up with coffee grounds. So here I've got some Starbucks espresso roast. I've got it opened up. This is kind of nice because you can reach down in that bag and you can grab your 2 tablespoons of coffee. Okay, so there I've got my espresso roast coffee. I'm going to put my paper filter in. Again, I'm going to make sure it's down there because you got to have room for a lot. That's a lot of coffee for it. And again, it's okay if the filter comes up over. Okay. Now I'm going to, whoops. Okay, so I spilt my coffee. I had to fill that back up. We're going to put the lid on like that. Now we've got to get this. We've got to put the coffee grounds in the reusable K-cup. Make sure you get them all out. Yeah, they're all out. So now we're going to close the lid. I don't have any coffee grounds underneath the lid. Okay. Now sometimes you do get some in this little hole, and I've tamped those out so you don't get them. Make sure there's no coffee grounds on the outside. If there's any coffee grounds on the outside, they may make it to your drink. Okay, so we're going to take, this is our reusable K-cup filled with coffee grounds. We're going to put it in there. We're going to close this. Now we're going to hit the shot button. So all the lights are flashing. I'm going to hit the shot button. And it's only going to run 2 ounces of water through that reusable K-cup, which is a really concentrated coffee, which kind of tastes like an espresso shot. And for these, when you're going to make a latte, when you're going to froth your milk, this tastes really good. So there you have it. I just used a small cup because I wanted to show you how much it actually brews, which is a really small amount. So now we got cleanup. So I've had some people ask, can I run more water through here? So since that only ran 2 ounces, could I run another 2 ounces? I find that it's just too weak. So if you want a double shot, so if you want 4 ounces of a really concentrated coffee, you're gonna have to do this twice. You're gonna have to refill this up with coffee grounds and run it again. But you could try it. It's just really, once you run that water through there once, it seems like it becomes really weak. So again, everyone, this is Just a Dad. This was how to use a reusable K-cup in the Keurig K-Latte. Check out my other videos. I got a detailed review on this K-Latte, and I'm also going to be making different lattes with this Keurig machine. And I'm also going to do cleaning, and I did an unboxing too. So please check out those other videos. Again, everyone, thanks for your support. If you've got any questions at all, leave it in the comments. I check my comments on a daily basis, and I'll be more than happy to get back with you. So thanks everybody for watching, and if you could, please like and subscribe.